Okay, let's go. and the contribution that it brings and brings everybody together as a family, like here with us with Premier Events and with Chrome and Showcase, etc. We love this part of it, and to get to be able to see people succeed and to be able to share their story is what it's really important about for us at Import X. So I love the fact that we've got you out here competing. You know, you competed as a competitor in the show and shine side. You've done the whole bikini side of it. You know, a professional. We never got asked to do that, but
I did.
You were in a bikini.
Wow.
See how deadpan that was? Hey, look, I'm very conscious, guys, that we've got the prize giving going on. And I know, Joe, you wanted to be part of that. Is that right? Is that what you want to? Or are you happy to keep chatting for a little bit?
I'm happy with whatever.
Okay.
Don't be scared, because we're going to let the prize giving go on. And this is the other part that happens is there is a prize giving. The people actually make an effort and put their time into the cards and display them, and they have been judged by 10 absolute peers, people that judge in SEMA, everything else like that. Let's talk about how hard is it, do you reckon, and you've been doing this, and I'm not suggesting that you're old, you never talk about a lady's age, right? But you've been around the drift scene for a little while, you're involved with the D1 NZ side of it. Are you seeing more girls come into it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to start a little bit more. Are they better or are they worse? Now, before you answer that, I used to work on a mine site, Toots, for a company called BHP Pillars, right? And we had the big trucks that carry the coal up and down the mine, up the quarry, right? Cat 297s, 292s, all those sorts of things. They carry 200, 300 tonne in the back of them. Girl drivers, right? This is a fact. Girl drivers do less damage in the trucks, less damage on the gearboxes, less damage on the diffs. So, from your perspective, who's better?
Well, I think you're alluding to what we've got there with the fact that the guys are a bit rougher on the gear. Now, that can result in them being just way more aggressive and doing, a better job. The girls are a bit more mechanically sympathetic. They might not have as much confidence of just going, I don't care, and throwing it at a wall. But I tell you what, they're really ramping up. Some of the girls throwing it down out there. We've just had females in D1 NZ Pro Sport last season.
Yep.
We've just had a whole lot of females demonstrating at World Time Attack Near the Girls demo session. And they're holding their own.
This is wicked.
It's really, really good.
I'm a mad fan of the drifting, right? Because there's all these different levels of cars, right? Because how you build a car is different to how Toots builds a car, or how I build a car. How you like it to set up is really, really different. One of the things that I used to be a big V8 supercars fan, but now they're all same in my perception. I look at Formula One, right? That's the epitome of motorsport. Those cars are all different. They have their own little advantages. But girls have struggled at the what they call the W Formula One, right? Whereas with GP or D1, there is no sexism, right? It's the best driver is the best driver. That's how it works. I think that's a really, really equal opportunity type situation. So if you're into motorsport and you want to try something, why not drifting? I think that's a really good place to have a crack at it. I mean, I couldn't do it. I've been with Darren McDonald many, many years ago. I'm not very good at that. I've got to be honest with you. I'm not coordinated enough, right? 2 left foots and can't drive a manual gearbox at my age. Right? But,
Shame on you, bro. Shame.
Yeah, I know. All right, I like an automatic.
To be fair, I did pull my calf muscle in the figure eight contest today. I had to do so many clutch kicks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about changing the TV remote. That was me. Pulled my calf muscle.
I mean, you raise a decent point there, Mark. But how, Joe, in your opinion, how would you encourage more female participants to get involved in drifting or perhaps in motorsport in general?
They just need to have the confidence to give it a go. And every event you go to now, it's no longer that there's no girls or one girl. There's at least 3 girls at every event. And you might think that oh, I don't want to go out there and be the girl and have people laugh at me. But honestly, there's so much support in the pit paddocks.
That's
Everyone's
really neat
just
to
happy
know.
to see,
Another
as a group of females, we're out there going, yeah, and encouraging each other. But the boys are the same. If you
Yep.
need to borrow a tool, if you're like, hey, look, I've dropped a coil, I'm not quite sure, can you help me figure out? There's just, they'll help you with like setup support. You need tools if you've broken something. There's just so much support out there. So although it can be intimidating if you don't have a mechanical-minded, usually male, with you, it shouldn't stop you giving it a go because there is a lot of support out there for the girls.
I love that. I think it's a really, really neat thing that we actually encourage everybody, right, to have a go, right? Not old people like me, but like if you're into cars, give it a crack. It used to be that it was the most affordable way to enter into motorsport, but it can actually be reasonably expensive now. And a lot of people have businesses that are supporting them and sponsoring them and helping them along, but also without the volunteers, the people behind the scenes, this whole thing wouldn't work. Just like this show here that we're at now, or even in Port X to the 6 people that are viewing this right now. It's very, very cool. Hi, Mum.
No, we've got 13. There's 13 there,
It's really
but
interesting.
there'll be a hit on the replay,
Yeah, really?
or maybe.
They're all over there at prize giving.
Is it?
Give them a minute to catch up on the replay.
Yeah,
Is that
for
what it's
sure.
all about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You know more about it than we do.
Hey, you were talking about, Joe, obviously participation with women in the sport, all the rest of it. Now, just this weekend at Chrome Showcase, you had a couple of other amazing women driving alongside you in this Chrome Showcase. Could you maybe give them a little bit of a prop, an intro to them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got Kim Thorley, Drift Mama. She drives the C33 Laurel with the R34 front. She's got an RB25, must be.
I've seen a lot of people walking around with Drift Mama gear on.
Yes.
I love that. This is one of the things that people also don't realise. Like when you buy a T-shirt or you buy some paraphernalia, you're actually helping support something. So Drift Mama, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, she's got posters, flags, and she did a huge run of T-shirts before she went to Time Attack to help fundraise for that because that's very expensive exercise to do that.
We should do that, Toots.
Okay.
Something else. Just add it to your list.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just here to look pretty.
And who else, Joe? Who else was out there?
And then we've got Claire Trundle, and Claire and Chris are both out there, her husband and her, and they're here with the Trundles 4x4 stand as well. Claire's got a V8 under the hood, and yeah, she's aggressive. She's got not as much mechanical sympathy as me. She'll just go hard on the throttle. Yeah. They're both running twice as much horsepower as me. Both got slicks or semi-slicks out front, and I'm still on radials. They're smoking it up and really, really holding their own. They're doing great.
Look at your smile. You are absolutely buzzing because you've just come from the track.
That's right.
You have literally hopped out of the car, run through the halls. We've thrown you on the casting couch, and you're like, oh, but you're glowing, you're smiling, you had such a mad time. I think that's awesome. Have you ever been banged up? Have you ever been, had a crash? It's not like that, Toots.
I would have cut your microphone, boy.
No, but have you ever had like a bad crash or a bad injury or anything like it?
I did climb a concrete block in my 350Z at Mary when they used to have the concrete blocks there. But other than that, no, I haven't had any major damage in my exit. Just sometimes I'll hit like a tyre stack on the last clipping zone. I might ruin a bumper, or my husband put me out on these old tyres that
his fault.
That really, I don't know. He bought these wheels off Marketplace, and so these tyres were God knows how old, and they delaminated or whatever, or debeaded on the first corner, and I ended up in the kitty litter and broke my bumper. So I do break some aero from coming off occasionally, but I pride myself in not needing recovery. I tend to always get myself to a spot where I'm not stuck in the kitty litter, and it's just panels. But I did drive his car once, and
what does he drive?
He's got a car the same as mine.
Yeah.
So he spent about 10 years building my car. So I had this Avero back in 2010. Sold that in 2011. I tried doing a little bit of drifting in that, but it didn't have enough It didn't have much power, and it wasn't set up right. It was a street car.
Yep.
So I sold that, and then for about 10 years, my build of my A86 went on the back burner while we started the business and the family and whatnot. Then 3 years ago, finally got my car finished. It was
Really?
things we were able to do during COVID really as well that helped.
One of the things that my wife likes to say to me is, hey, I've got this idea, which really means in my mind, oh, you're doing this, Mark,
Yeah.
right? And I say to her, I said I would get it done. I just didn't say within which 6-month period that I would actually get that done. And that's maybe what happened to the 86, you know? Just defending husbands out there for a change, you know, because we're not all bad dudes, you know?
You're right. When we have an idea, it does mean that you have a job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a paying job.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
So once he finished it and built and drove mine, he decided that he wanted one as well. So he's built himself one exactly the same as mine.
And how long did his one take?
About 3 months.
Yeah, weird day. Maybe yours was the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, the motivations, That's, come on, dude. What's his name? Give him a shit. Give him a plug.
He's Keith at DKM Fabrication, sitting on a stool behind you there too.
Oh, there he is. Hey, I'm gonna put something on the screen for you. Someone's given him this one. Hang on, here we go. Mark says, "Oh, Keith's missus."
See, it's nice that people actually remember. I like that. And just don't forget, guys, when we are on the lives, do interact with us. If you've got any questions for Joe, I was going weird there. If you've got any questions for Joe, or you want to know some more, if you want to reach out to somebody and have somebody as a contact, reach out via D1NZ, have a yarn with Joe. Reach out to, what's the fabrication company?
DKM Fabrication.
DKM Fabrication. Which
How do we get people to connect with DKM? How do we do that?
You can jump on our website and send a message through there. So that's dkmfabrication.co.nz.
and your telephone numbers on there. But if you want to know more, give Joe a call. Or if you just want to say good day to somebody and have a yarn, the cool thing about the whole scene is our pits are open here at Chrome Showcase. Go and have a yarn. Say, oh my God, I saw you on the Two Old Guys Import X geriatric TV show, and I want to know more, or hey, thanks very much for sharing your view. I really think that's cool. One of the things that I thought I'd mention, I'm just going to test my remembering and listening to people over the years. The AE86 shorter wheelbase, the Sphero longer wheelbase, right? Now, while you're racing a car toots, can you tell me longer wheelbase or shorter wheelbase?
What was the question?
Racing a car, what's better, long wheelbase or short wheelbase?
I would probably tend to go for a longer wheelbase.
So racing a car, longer wheelbase, right, helps you ride the bumps and go. Drifting, however, think about that, shorter wheelbase, less turn to pitch, right? So less area to pitch, but you have to be very, very quick. So I would need like a battle cruiser length car to be able to drift because I have slow reactions. Lightning quick people need short wheelbase cars. Mad Bull, Rat Bull, all of those drift cars, Mad Mike, our friend Mad Mike, right? For those of you, actually, I'm just going to give a free shameless plug here as well. Right, this car here, I don't know if you guys can see this one. This is Cam, it's another friend of ours, right? This is an 86, right? So this one here, and like DL Co, right? He's off to Long Beach to do a bit of a demo and stuff like that. I love the fact, like, Drift Mama, buy a t-shirt, get him behind, support DLK Fabrications. I love that you guys, family business, I think it's awesome. And acknowledging he can't do what he does without you doing what you do. And so it's great to see partnerships. I love that part of it. And for those that are stepping outside of New Zealand, I love the fact that we as a community are supporting and helping everybody from Time Attack to the D1 displays here in Long Beach and all the other things that we do. Peter Elmer's from Mothers up there with SEMA, etc. It's such a community feeling, and it's a nice space I think that everybody can hang out with and bring their family and build long-term relationships with. What do you reckon on that?
Yeah, it's definitely long term. When you look around the paddock there, we've been dealing with some of these people for, Corbin's new to the scene. He's only been in the competition scene 2 or 3 years. But then you've got Chris Frundle used to drift in D1, I don't know, 12, 15 years ago maybe. Jenkins has been around a while. Then Gaz has been there 20 years. So, yeah.
We remember Gaz.
Yeah.
Like,
That's saying something.
ouch, rude. Did she just ages in me?
I was
She
just
totally
backing you
did,
up.
I'm
but she
back
wasn't,
to
she
say,
wasn't putting us down, bro. She was just speaking the
I'm
truth.
just saying, we're so old. You'd carbon date us. That's how old Import X is. This is you just count the rings on the tree, now you count the wrinkles and all that sort of stuff. It's a sad time. Joe, been a pleasure to get to know you a bit better. Thank you so much for being in the scene for with us and part of all of the things that we do. We love the fact that girls can do anything, right?
Absolutely.
I dig that.
100% can. Honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on the couch today.
Nice to have
And
someone that's really nice looking for a change on the couch. I'm just looking at our old wrinkly faces.
something real quick. So, what's happening? What's happening with Joe over the next little while? Whether it be D1NZ, DK, whatever. What are you up to next?
Yep, DKM, we're staying busy. We've got 2 cars coming in tomorrow, and I think a car came in on Friday, so we're keeping busy with the fab shop. The D1NZ season that kicks off in November. There's quite a bit of buzz about that. It's going back to the South Island for the first time in a couple of years.
We're going to the South Island.
What's that?
We're going to the South Island in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we didn't get asked to go to D1NZ, but
You can come.
yeah. Toots, could I have a car? Could you push me around in my wheelchair?
Totally could do that for you, mate. Totally could do
It
that
is
for
in
you.
the frame for you.
100%. Hey, Joe, it's been
Yes, wheelchair.
Rude.
it has been an absolute pleasure to have Jo Smaulder on the couch here at Import X, streaming live from the Chrome Showcase 2025. Joe, thank you so much for joining us, and all the best for the rest of the weekend, and all the best with DKM.
You were having me.
All right. Soon for another live here at Import X. I'm Mark, he's Toots. Stick around for hardcore Kiwi Park Car Porn live from the Chrome Showcase in Green Lane.